So you want to crate train your puppy, but you don't want to go through those 3 days of hell of them screaming in the crate. This is what you need to do. After picking a crate of the appropriate size, she started in one this small, but now she's in this one. You want just enough room for them to go in, turn around, and be able to lay down. No more, no less. Very first time you even show them the crate, you need to have treats on you. So that way you can toss a treat in. They're gonna go investigate it and get their treat. If she chooses to stay in there, I'm gonna reward with another treat. And that way that this is just fun. Don't close the door. You also need to be feeding every single one of your puppy's meals in their crate or from your hand. The door doesn't have to be closed while they're eating, but their bowl does need to be all the way in the back of their crate, so they have to be fully in their crate to eat their food. When you are ready to lock them in the crate for the first time for their very first night, make sure that you have a super long-lasting, high-value treat that they've never had before to put in with them. I like to use frozen beef marrow bones because it takes them forever to chew on, and this will distract them for a really long period of time before they realize that they've been locked in. If you don't have access to something like this, I also love to use bully sticks because they do last a long time too, especially for the little chewers. A couple other tips for that first night in the crate is not only that long-lasting bone will help you tremendously, but make sure that the crate is in your bedroom next to your bed. They need to be able to see you and smell you. That first night home with you is going to be a tremendous transition period, and you want to make sure that they don't feel like they're completely alone. That first night might be rough, but it's okay. If they start crying and you have the crate by your bed, you can stick your fingers in, you can put a blanket over it, that helps soothe some dogs, you can play white noise. There's so many different other tips that you can do to kind of help soothe them, but the biggest thing to remember is do not let your puppy out of the crate if they are crying. Do things to help soothe them within the crate, but only let them out in their quiet periods. So even if they settle down just for a minute or two, that is enough time where you can release them without them associating it with their crying fit. I know that that first couple of nights will be extremely rough while you're crate training your puppy because it is a new thing for them and it's a new thing for you, but doing the desensitization of the crate with the treats every time they go investigate it on their own, the big high value treat that you're gonna put them in it every time you do close the door, and doing every single meal in your crate is going to help the crying tremendously, I promise you. Please put any other questions you have in the comments and follow for more tips like this.